you get away with it, you will pay the price. If you try
Alexa,
to make
shut down.
instant
यस्य ब्रह्मणि रमते चित्तम्
Another day, another vlog. So yeah, as you saw, I'm done with my meditation. So I'm into this, right? Like this Instagram, this traffic stuff, right? So I got an ad regarding this ad called Vipassana meditation, which is a Buddhist technique, it seems, and it is one of the best techniques from the meditation, it seems. Okay, I opened the page and I was actually reading it. This is a 10-day course, it seems, it's actually free, but still, you know what? They have literally almost 10 to 15 questions which we need to write the answer, and they'll select you, it seems. And after you got selected, they'll give you this module or some diet, it seems, and some stuff. This guy called David, he's from Bali, and like this thing is so good, and it's a 10-day, like this thing is so good, like it's a 10-day transformation, it seems. It's a 10-day transformation program. So like we can learn the technique of Vipassana meditation. So looking forward to join in it. But see these questions, all these.
तेरे लिए मैं दिल दे दरवाजे दिते खोल तेरे लिए मैं दिल दे दरवाजे दिते खोल अखियां नू लैन दे अखियां दे कोल तैनू आके दिल वाली गल दे तू बोल
Okay, so yeah, I'll fill that and let's start our day. I mean, we actually started. Also, this is a fresh day. It feels fresh. It's good. And regarding the meditation, actually, I started it after 20 to 25 minutes. Like I was fed up with the breathing thing. I was completely concentrating on the breathing and stuff, but after a certain point of time, I couldn't sit straight so much. So what I did is, it wasn't comfortable. So what I did is, I just lean on the bed, like it's a sleeping, in a sleeping position. I was listening to the meditation thing, and gradually I slept. I don't know if I slept or not, but I exactly like I woke up at half an hour again, which is a session end 7:45. The session ends, and I woke up at 7:40, something like that, and it was the exact time where he stopped. So I thought I slept, but I don't know. The mystery is if I sleep, how did I even wake up exactly at that point? It was weird. Like I don't know. It was weird. So that's it. Let's start our day, boy.
Let's have a small chat. Just we're not gonna discuss about why am I doing these vlogs, etc., etc. It's been almost 30 days. You already know. Like you if you know, you know. That's it. So I'll tell you a story about my passion thing. So travel. I love travel a lot. I love traveling. I literally love traveling. And when I say travel, it doesn't just stop near the Instagram bio. It goes into experiencing the raw India, the one which you travel as in a general compartment with almost 200 people in a single compartment. It goes till having 6,000 bucks net cash in your hand and going to the directly to the border, to the edge of India, which is on the complete opposite side. Yeah, I've done two solo trips, and I'm gonna tell you about one right now. Hope you don't get bored. So, actually, I wrote LAT once. So, I'm in this new law college, and then after studying a year, I wanted to write the CLAT exam again. Don't ask me why. It's just that I wanted to write an exam in Visakhapatnam. There's just some connection between this Visakhapatnam and me. I don't know why. Like that place gives me vibes. So actually, what happened is I wanted to write an exam in Visakhapatnam. So I wanted to write this CLAT exam again. Anyhow, it was just my craving. That's it. So I wrote this CLAT exam, and then so I put my center over there. I went. I wrote. So as it was just a day trip, I had 5,000 to 6,000 net cash. That's it. And then so the plan is that I go write an exam, come back. That's it. So it's so simple. A 2 day trip. So we booked a bus. I went, and then from there the actual trip started. So I was walking in this RK beach, and like my mom was in my grandmother's place. So I just told them that I wanted to go to this Bhuvaneshwar to visit a temple. I said I'll come back, and I even said that I was just planning actually. So trust me, I was really planning. Like I saw how many trains are there. I just saw the number of trains, and the next train is to Bhubaneswar. So I thought to go there and come back. I was just thinking to like just extend the trip a day more. So I just called my mom. She's in my grandmother's house, and almost my grandfather or like everyone who were there. Obviously, out of concern, they told me a lot. They were like, "Don't go. Why are you even doing this? Why like what are your thoughts?" And they were just showing their concern. But that's where my trip began. I mean, I didn't decide yet, but it was almost a 15 minutes call where they were constantly pushing me, constantly pressurizing me not to go, not to go. That's where my ego got disturbed. And then was walking in the beach road, and it was the end. So right here there was this park hotel. I had 5,000 in hand, and I was like, I literally stopped. I literally had two options. I have 5,000 in hand. I can have a royal dinner in a 5-star hotel which is on the beach itself, or I can just push my limits and go to a trip. So what happened? It's obvious I went to a trip. So I just told them, and there was this particular train at 12:30. I went to the station. It was 12 itself. There were no trains. So my dinner is gone. The train is gone. No bus to Hyderabad. I was stuck. there the actual thing started. Slowly, the guy and me, the traveler, the actual traveler and me, he wanted to see some snow. He wanted to hitchhike. Like, but he's just partial. He's just coming and going, coming and going. So the next thing I wanted to do was hitchhike. Yeah. So I booked the bike taxi. Literally, my destination was to somewhere on a Bhubaneswar highway, like the highway which connects Bhubaneswar. He dropped me, and then you know what happened in the train station. I went to the information center. I literally asked him whether there are trains to north, somewhere to north. Like I just didn't tell the destination to him. I just asked, "Are there any train towards north?" And he was like, "Obviously, like if you ask for a particular destination, it would be sensible. Just going to them and asking if there are any trains and I want to get in. It's just so weird." He gave me a weird look. So then I was waiting in this highway. Back to the highway. I was waiting in this highway. So the bike guy, he was pretty much shocked because, bro, I just completed my first year of law. Almost I look like an inter kid still. And then it was 1:30, I guess. There's this gas cylinder truck. So there were three people with me in the stop. It wasn't a bus stop particularly, but it was a stop. It was a small stop. So the truck stopped by. These guys get on the truck, and then I was the only one standing. Now the driver literally opened the door from the other end and he asked me, "Where am I going?" And he was like, I told him I am heading towards Bhubaneswar, and he was like, "I don't go till Bhubaneswar, but I go till Srikakulam. You can just get down there." So I was like, fine, because it's my first hitchhike, and at that particular point, suddenly the one I just said, right, the traveler, the travel craver or something, the guy, he was waiting to hitchhike, right? So I got on that truck. So till Srikakulam itself, I was like, fine, anything. If like in a trip, I just think if something happens, then this would be my last trip. If nothing happens, then I literally pushed my limit. So I boarded the truck, and then there's this. I got down near Srikakulam, but it was outskirts. Like it was nowhere actually. It was just a highway, and he dropped me, and he went to the opposite direction. My phone didn't have charge. I didn't know where am I. Like literally, it was nothing. I mean, like, and then suddenly after a minute, from the lane the truck went, a guy came, and he stopped by me. He asked me where I'm going. I told him I'm heading towards Bhubaneswar, and he was like, he laughed, going till Bhubaneswar though, but I'm going to another village which is 10 kilometers far. And he said to get in, and he gave me a lift. The minute that he left me, another guy came. He asked me, I said the same thing. He gave me a lift for 1 kilometer game. And then he said that there's this small autos coming. They go to Palasa or the next town, I guess. They go to the next town. You can just board them. And I was like, fine. And then this auto comes. I got in, and then he was like, bro, at 7:30 there's this train, Charminar Express. It goes till Kolkata. You can just get down on Bhubaneswar. Unfortunately, the train was already there in the platform. So he literally dropped me on the track itself, like where the vehicles cross. I went running towards the train, and then I boarded the train in a general compartment. You know what? You can't even imagine in your whole life how the general thing is. Like, it's something different. You know, I was surrounded by 7 people. I just even couldn't get inside the train. Those guys literally pulled me in. I don't know who. Those guys pulled me in. So you can't even believe how the general compartment that train is actually. You know, it's like almost I was surrounded by 8 people. You know, all those Biharis, all those construction workers, or like everyone. That train goes towards Kolkata. So they're going there, and like the general compartment doesn't even have space, you know, like I can't just lift my leg. I can't just lift my leg and keep again. I just can't move like this. I just can't move. I should be a statue. So I made some friends over there. So I literally enjoyed a lot. But you know, there's this barrage called Faraka Barrage. There's this plantation of lychee fruit, and you know, like this guy, I don't remember his name, but he told me everything about, like, we just sat on the door. I mean, like where you get in the steps. We just sat over there. We both, and then we literally talked for hours. Like the last 5 hours were this, but before that it was hectic. Trust me, it was hectic. I just have some pictures. I'll just try to show you here. I'll just try to show you here. So it was hectic. You know, I can't even imagine. Like it was a raw India experience. For 12 hours I was with those people. They thought that I ran away from home, but I said them, and then like those were the best moments with the actual raw people of India. It's too good. It was fantastic experience. To Bhubaneswar, it's 3 hours. That's it. But so as I said, I couldn't even move my legs. I was just stuck, and then the next destination, I I literally got down in Kolkata. Yeah, I went till Kolkata. I literally was there standing for 7 hours, almost 12 hours. I literally was there standing for almost 12 hours. I made friends. I was talking to them. So amazing. At morning 7:30 I boarded the train, right? Night at almost 1:30 I was in Calcutta. And Bhubaneswar is far away, I guess. And the rest of the story, let's continue some other time. That's it. Signing off now. Thank you for making this to 29th. I'm so happy. Just let me know if you're bored or you wanna hear the story, or you wanna hear the complete story, so that I can plan accordingly. That's it for today. Keep smiling. Remember, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.